is the best, zestiest, and tastiest mushroom recipe you will ever encounter.
Hey!
It is called Jim's Zesty and Tasty Mushroom Delight.
Yeah!
Hi, mushrooms.
Jim, you're the star of the show.
In addition to the Portabella Mushroom Cap, which I displayed prominently during the introduction of this video, you also need garlic, olive oil, salt, thyme, pepper, rosemary, shredded mozzarella cheese, shredded Parmesan cheese. You're going to need a little bowl to mix all the ingredients together.
Well, if Jim's not going to say it, I will. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Oven preheated.
Portabella mushroom fun fact? Yeah, I got a portabella mushroom fun fact for you. Portabella mushrooms are high in potassium. Potassium is very, very good for your nerve function. Things that are good for your nerve function, good for your brain, good for your heart, good for your nerves. Take your garlic, get a couple cloves off of it. Yeah, and do a couple of those. Yeah, that's good. Get a knife, chop them into little tiny pieces. And look, if you don't have any garlic, why are you even trying to make this recipe? You're not going to have any success at it. You're only going to embarrass yourself. If you're hoping to share this with people, if you're hoping to impress dinner guest or lunch guest or just a friend that's coming over, you're not going to do it. It's not going to happen. You're going to embarrass yourself. So if you do not have any garlic, just stop. Stop right now. Subscribe to my channel and then just click away to something else. Assuming you got a little bowl like I told you to, you can now get your olive oil. Pour a little in, don't go overboard, just a little bit. Yeah, see, that's all you need. Even that might be a little bit too much. Do that, and that garlic you just chopped up. You do have garlic, right? Put that in the bowl, just put it in there. Then you got olive oil, you got garlic, and all that other stuff. Add that too, you got the thyme. You could use powdered thyme. This is whole thyme. Doesn't matter, powdered, whole. Either way will be good. If you got fresh thyme, I bet that would really be good. I usually go for the bottled stuff. I don't usually go for... Yeah, I don't usually go for the fresh stuff. Although I could. Rosemary, try some rosemary. Put some rosemary. What will bring the zest out. Rosemary will bring the zest out of that mushroom. And the other two things, simple. This is a very simple little recipe. Easy to do, easy to execute, tasty as can be. If you're making this for friends, they're gonna be your even better friends. If they were on the fence about you, I don't really like this person, and you give them one of these, you're gonna be golden with them for the rest of your natural life. Pepper. I like these grinders. There's other ways to make pepper, other ways to get pepper, I know. But stores I shop at sell them in these grinders, so I buy these grinders. There we go. See how simple that is? That's nothing. That is easy. That took what? 30 seconds. Get your mushroom cap, your Portabella mushroom cap. Put that on your baking sheet. Drizzle that over that, pour it on there. Get it all. There we go. Bam, go put that in the oven. 20 minutes. Put that in the oven, 20 minutes. 400 degrees, I already told you that. 400 degrees in the oven, 20 minutes. Just because you have your mushroom cap baking in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes, it doesn't mean you have time to rest. There is no time to rest during this recipe. You got to be on this every second. There's no time to contemplate the deeper meaning of the universe or anything like that. You got to be boom on it. Time to mix the cheese together. Because when that mushroom comes out the oven, you're going to want to put this cheese on it like that and get it back in the oven. We'll get to that. Right now, mix your cheese. I'm not going to tell you mozzarella. I'm not going to tell you, oh, you have to do 1/4 of a cup or 1/3 of a cup. No, I'm not into that. Just do what looks right. How much cheese are you craving right now? How much mozzarella do you think you really want? See, I'd use a little more than that. Yeah, to me that looks good. I'm going to use that much mozzarella. See that? And Parmesan. I got the Crystal Farms Dairy Company Parmesan. This is shredded. I would not recommend using the powdered Parmesan that you put on spaghetti or whatever. I don't think it'd be that great in this recipe. I haven't personally tried it. I don't plan to. I just think it would be horrific. So same thing. However much you really want. It's probably enough. Yeah, maybe a little more. Pinch more. There we go. Alright. There we go. As soon as that's done baking, pour it on. Pop it back in. We'll get to that. Yeah? Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Now, put the cheese on it. Simple as that. Simple as that. Oh, no. Make sure the cheese is on the mushroom. You don't want it on the baking sheet. That's not as good. There we go. I got it. I got it. Now, back to the oven. 5 more minutes. Since launching the Handsome Chef cooking show, more and more people have been asking me, Jim, where did you learn to be such a fantastic cook? I don't mind telling you, it was while traveling overseas. I was under the tutelage of... Oh, more on that later. The mushroom's done.
Cooking complete.
That's what it looks like when it's done. And let me tell you, it smells good. It's going to taste good. I've baked several of these before. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. And I can tell you unqualifiedly that if you do this right and you share it with a friend, that friend will be your friend for the rest of your or their life. However, if you deviate even the slightest from the recipe and the directions I gave you, it will be an utter failure, and this friend of yours won't like you anymore, and you will be quickly dismissed and forgotten by them. You will not be invited to any parties. They're not going to spend time with you. So be careful when you make this recipe. Do it right. It's not that hard. You shouldn't have any trouble. Enjoy.